The dollar's going down, but other assets are going up, like gold, silver, and real estate. The question, what should I do with my cash now? That's what we're going to talk about today. I'm Eric from Summit Metals, and we're going to address what everyone should be thinking about with their liquid, short-term cash assets right now. It's important that we understand today what we're discussing is not financial advice. This is education. What you do with this information is your decision. Now, the dollar, as we've talked about in our Monday Metals update, is going down. In February of this year, it was at 110, and today it's at 98. Your buying power is going down day by day. So what do you do with your cash? Let's get specific and talk about that right now. With the dollar going down, where should I put my cash? I need it for preservation. I need it for optionality, meaning when things move, I have cash so that I can take a new position. The question is, what breaks first, and what should I do right now? So here's the first tool to think about when you think about cash. One is liquidity. We all need to make purchases day in and day out, whether it's for food or rent, mortgage payments, things like that. We need access to cash. We also know that it needs to be stable. It needs to be an asset that's not fluctuating so violently that I don't know if I'm going to have enough when that need arises. But ultimately, what we really want is optionality. That gives us the ability to direct our hard-earned money into the types of products or assets that we want at the very time when it makes sense to buy them or invest in them. The point here is to think of cash as a tool and not as an investment. So bucket one, let's talk about emergency cash. This is kind of boring, but on purpose. The places where you can put your emergency cash, this short term, the rainy day funds, that's into either short-term treasury bills, money market funds, or very short duration government paper. Now, when we talk about this need for cash, I think it's important we understand what's happening in the stock market in general as we think about our positioning in a well-diversified portfolio. Something I follow very closely is the Buffett Indicator. That indicator today sits at 220%. That is historically an exceedingly high level. How it's determined? It's the total value of the stock market divided by the gross domestic product of the United States. The Buffett Indicator indicating right now we are in extreme risk. So what is he doing? He's moving to cash or liquid assets. And that's what we're talking about today. So these assets are things like cash, money markets, T-bills, treasury bonds, things where we have real liquidity, where we can then have that optionality to move into better assets. So Warren Buffett's position is almost entirely cash right now. It's a discipline. It's not fear. He's not acting because he's scared of something. He's repositioning to be in the right place when it matters going forward. He believes that assets right now are mispriced. In particular, the U.S. stock market is way, way over its skis, meaning it's very, very high relative to the value of those actual underlying assets. One thing that is rumored right now is that he in particular, in addition to having his money in treasury bills and other liquid assets, is also moving into other foreign currencies. And we're going to talk about that a little bit as well. So where smart money goes is to understand that they don't have everything denominated in dollars. Paper, this dollar we hold, that is a choice, and it's not a neutral one. You're actually making a choice by being in cash versus being in other assets, and in particular, real assets. So one asset that smart money is moving to with their cash right now is gold. Gold is not a trade, it's a balance sheet asset. It has no counterparty risk. It's what smart money is doing. When you look at the largest players on the planet, the central banks of countries around the world, they are stockpiling gold. And it's my opinion, for your medium and longer term asset play right now, Gold makes perfect sense in a well-diversified portfolio. Silver, on the other hand, is an amplifier. It has greater volatility. It's used in more industrial purposes. It has greater upside and downside. So I treat it as something to kind of elevate my exposure in precious metals to allow me to be positioned for real growth going forward, knowing that cash, gold, other real assets provide that kind of base layer, and silver provides the acceleration so we can truly profit in a market that benefits from a declining dollar. We'd be remiss to not talk about real estate and other equities that are indeed price sensitive. It really matters how you buy your real estate. You have to buy it at the right valuation and recognize that although it's a hard asset like gold and silver, it's not nearly as liquid. So being in this asset is important. We all own homes and do different things as we diversify ourselves in other assets, but just recognize that it is illiquid compared to gold and silver, and that although it makes sense, it's not something you should put the vast majority of your money in my opinion. So where should you put your cash? All right, let's break it down. We have our layer, which is liquid. These are the things we talked about: T-bills, cash, money market funds, treasury bonds, things that we can liquidate immediately, we can get access to and use for our daily needs. Then we have our defensive plays, right? And then we have our real assets. Let's talk about those in more detail. All right, so let's break down where our assets go. We talked about liquid. These are things like cash, money market funds, treasury bills, very, very short-term instruments that we need for instant cash to pay our bills that can't fluctuate. We need to know where they are so we know we can meet our obligations. Now let's talk about defensive, which we haven't really addressed very much. This would include plays like going into utility stocks, into bonds, into insurance products, into income generating products. But what I'd really like to highlight are what are called TIPS. These are Treasury inflation protected securities. They're sold by the U.S. government in 5, 10, and 30-year bonds. These bonds are designed to go up in value as inflation goes up. So typically when the dollar's going down, it means inflation's going up. Well, these products are designed to go up with it. So in effect, you don't lose your buying power. And it's a very smart play for those investors seeking a defensive position in these markets, which I in particular am also doing. So think about your needs as they relate to defense. When I think about defense, what I think about are the things you must have as well, right? Like I have to eat, I have to pay my rent, I have to pay my mortgage. Those are the types of products that are effectively defensive, the things that people do no matter what's happening in the world or the markets. And then lastly, we have our real assets, okay? So that's where we've already talked about things like gold, silver, real estate, these hard assets that do incredibly well when the markets are getting hit, and in particular when the dollar's getting debased, as we've seen over the last 6, 8, 9 months. So this is a breakdown of where your assets can go when you think about how to deploy your cash today in a well-diversified, structured, actionable plan that you can implement right now, today. So what I really want you to think about right now when you think about your cash is think in terms of positioning. Don't think in terms of predictions, trying to guess a market. Think about allocating smartly into these layers of assets that protect you and your future going forward. At Summit Metals, we don't think it's about predictions. We think it's about having the right assets in the right percentages to protect your financial future and to grow your financial future as we move forward in these very uncertain markets. So thank you for joining today. Please share this video, like, comment. We love reading what you talk about. We've got so many smart people who give comments that others respond to as well. Thank you for doing that, and we look forward to seeing you in the future. Happy stacking.